Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. In the last episode, we completed the Oceanside Spider House, and we were rewarded with a large wallet, which will be very useful going forward. This episode, we're going to be actually finally getting on with things properly in Great Bay. So we need to head through past these bloody levers, get the fuck out of my way, and into kind of this area. I believe this is called Zorah Cape, this area? Yes, it is Zorah Cape, excellent. But our real goal is in the middle there, is this structure known as Zora Hall. That was bizarre. There's skullfish and everything here. Basically, the water, what's fucky in Great Bay is supposed to be that the water is all messed up. It's the wrong temperature and it's all murky and it's full of bastardry, which it shouldn't be. Anyway, we can head inside this sweet fish structure and enter Zora Hall. Definitely not just Zora's domain, but slightly different. So, one thing to remember here is who exactly Mikau is. He is a known person, much like how Damani was an actual Goron, Mikau is an actual Zora, and importantly, he is a guitarist, hence why he's got the sweet fishbone guitar. So that's relevant to all the stuff we'll be doing here. They're fine with you walking around here as a human, but you can't really interact with a lot of stuff. They all tell you far more interesting stuff if you talk to them as a Zora. Ah, you're Mikau, right? Good luck practicing for the concert. I'm looking forward to hearing your rehearsal. Likewise, this person here. Hello, I'm Mikau. What's up with the rehearsal? I've been told the rehearsal is about to begin, but the band members are still shut away in their rooms. And Lulu's just hanging around by that lone island out back. What's going on? Lulu, if you remember, was the one who the eggs belonged to. The eggs which, in this continuity, are now still back with the pirates and the sea snakes. But we have already gathered the eggs and learned the new way of Bossa Nova from the Zora children, so that's all the information we actually need at this point. Anyway, we talked to the guard on this first room here. Hey, Mikau, haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been? Dying, being killed by pirates. Oh, that's right, your band leader, Evan, is looking for you. But Evan is not in here. Anyone played Link to the Past? Anyway, this is our drummer, who's this cool, like, manta ray looking dude. If we talk to him, Mikau, where have you been? Where have you been? I was worried. The concert in town is coming up, but it seems like all the band members are in a funk. I bet you didn't know that, huh? Especially Lulu. I haven't heard her voice in a long time. She's usually in good spirits, too. Ooh, I wonder if this is related to the ocean turning all weird. Actually, I know a little bit of Lulu's secret. Do you want to hear it? I do want to hear it. There's a rumour that the ocean's getting weird because there's trouble offshore at Great Bay Temple. And they say when that happens, something bad will befall the Zora descendant who's been protecting the temple. Do you catch my drift? And lately, Lulu has been looking kind of weird. Maybe Lulu's the... Ooh, sneaky. You might recognise the various members of the band we're going to meet over the course of this episode from the scene where we healed Mikau's sorrows. We saw him walking off to be with his band. Which is him being healed, which is all very nice. Anyway, if we come up here, we'll find...
Can you read Zoran's script? I didn't fucking think so.
But once we're a Zora, we can read Mikau, my diary. This is handy. Today, Japas and I had a jam session. He's a little rough around the edges, but he writes great riffs. Here's what I played. Today, I had Lulu listen to my session with Japas. She seemed to like it a lot. Lulu's a pretty great girl, after all. Today, I had another jam session with Japas. Evan was in a bad mood because the two of us are writing songs on our own. Here's what I played. Evan called me over this morning. It was something about Lulu. He was in a real rush. I wonder what it could be. By the way, it seems my lucky colour this week is green. As in, you're going to be healed after death by a green man. Yeah. Anyway, by the way, this gives us a Zora Swan song, and gives us those two little ditties, in case you forget them, in the what's it called? Bomber Notebook. There we go. Worth having, as in you literally need to have them. Anyway, with that, we can actually move on to the next room. So, if we talk to it guard, Mikau, do you need to see Japas? You're going to have another jam session with him, aren't you? I can't wait! Yeah, so this is the room of Japas, the bassist that we were just talking about, and if you listen to what he's playing... First off, I absolutely fucking love his, like, crab bass he's playing. That's amazing. But secondly, yes, he's playing the dungeon theme from the original Legend of Zelda, whereas the last one was the cave theme from Link to the Past. But if we speak to him, he says... Mikau, where have you been? Dying. I'm all like, hey, where's Mikau? The concert's coming up soon. And now our band leader has pulled a vanishing act. Evan's all holed up in his room just writing songs. And to top it all off, Lulu just stands out back staring at the sea. She doesn't even respond when you talk to her. If you guys think it's just because Lulu's not interested in me, I'd understand, but I'm telling you, it looks like something's really wrong. Is there something you're trying to hide from me? Yes, her eggs have been stolen and she's lost her voice because of it. I'm not running an inquiry or anything, but look, if we don't start rehearsing real soon, we're not going to be ready for the concert. Best start rehearsing then. Huh, you want to have a jam session? Try following this phrase I wrote on your guitar. Here we go. Play the 2 bits you heard earlier, so that's the first bit. Oh, cock, and messed the second bit up. Ah, well, that maybe he's bogus, right, man? What's wrong? You're not jamming like you usually do. You want to stop? No. Right, let's try that again. There we go. We got it, we got it, we got it! Here we go! That's got a good feel to it. Even Evan should like this. But he's so proud, he'd resent the fact we'd written something on our own. I don't think he'd even let the others try it out. But that advances Azora Swan song for us, and gives us now written in the thing, the full songs. Make sure you can commit them to memory. Ugh. This is so much better having this written down than in the N64 version. What do you think we should do? Well, sounds like we need to go and have a bit of a conversation with Evan. So he's around this side here, and his door's been guarded, but before that, the 4th room over here belongs to our singer, Lulu. But there's a pervert there. Shut up, I'm busy right now. Mikau, you caught me! Lulu's, I've been kind of weird lately. I was worried. Yeah, worried, that's what it was. It's not like I was spying on her or anything. I'm not some kind of weirdo or some sort of slimy fish or anything. Yeah. Oh, I just remembered I have somewhere to be. What time is it? Oh, yeah, I have to be there, like, now. See ya! Well, he was definitely up to no good, but let's continue his streak of being up to no good and enter Lulu's room. There's a scrub over there that we'll deal with later, but hey, first off, let's read her diary. Why not? Seems legit. Lulu's diary. It has been 2 days since I've lost my voice. I don't want Mikau to know, so I confided in Evan about it. He recommended I take the eggs to the Marine Research Lab just off the Great Bay Coast to have them checked. I think I will take them right away. Such a terrible thing has happened today that I don't even know where to begin writing. I heard a sound late at night, and when I opened my eyes, I saw strangers in my room. I tried to fight, but they were able to steal my precious eggs. It seems I lost consciousness after that. Today, I told everything to Mikau, the one person whom I didn't want to know about it. At first, I was too embarrassed and too sad to do anything. But with the words that Mikau said at that very moment, I felt that my heart was saved. Please, Mikau, I'm begging you, don't do anything rash. Oh dear, we know full well Mikau did do something rash. He tried to take on the pirates and they literally killed him. Yeah, you better run, pervert. But it seems like the final person we need to talk to is the band manager, Evan. Ah, Mikau, what have you been doing this whole time? Even Evan, the band leader, has been waiting for you for a while now. Go in. I believe this is the credits music from the original Legend of Zelda, but I think of it as the scores being tallied from the end of Four Swords Adventures, personally. But yes, if we talk to him, he says, Mikau, how was it? Did you get the eggs back? If you show him the eggs here, he will say, ah, excellent, take them to the Marine Research Institute. Oh, let me guess, you couldn't do it. Have you been to see Lulu out back by the ocean? Ever since the pirates stole her egg, she's just been standing out there, gazing at the sea and sighing. Mikau, we need those eggs safe so Lulu can get her voice back. We've grown accustomed to life in a peaceful sea. The only one among the Zora tribe who is able to go to blows with those wild pirates is you, the one with the blood of the Zoran heroes flowing within you. That went terribly well for him, didn't it? I'm still keeping Lulu's problem a secret from the other band members. They've all been looking forward to their Carnival of Time concert. And I can't tell them it's cancelled because Lulu can't sing, can I? So, the final thing we have to do here is there's the song that me and Japas have learnt. We can play that for him now, but if we play it as a Zora, he goes, oh, actually, what even happens if we play it as Zora? You know what, let's find out. Oh, I can't remember the bloody thing. Were you guys secretly writing a song behind my back again? Isn't songwriting the job of the band leader? What, you're not happy with my songs? Yes. So he's not very happy that us and Japas have been composing behind his back, but there's a little secret thing here which can get us a reward. Play it for him as a human on a different instrument. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh. Huh? That song. It works, it works. Not bad. That's a pretty good song I just made up. You've got a good sense of melody. We'll play a new song at our next show. Take this in thanks. And he gives us a heart piece in reward for plagiarism, you know. Well, I mean, it came from the band members, but when we had to give him a different form, but then he has stolen it, essentially, so there we go. But hey, that's a Zora and Swan song complete, which gets us a piece of heart. You don't think I'm stealing your song, do you? Well, yes, but it's okay, because I also did write it with Japas, so it's kind of alright. Anyway, our final business of the episode is, as you can imagine, the one person we've not spoken to in the band is the one who all of this is about, which is Lulu. It's interesting reading her diary. I think I got the order slightly wrong in my head. It seems like she lost her voice first and then her eggs were stolen. So the two are kind of related but meaningfully separate. We can't progress with this at all until you have gathered the Zora eggs and learned the New Wave Bossa Nova, but we have done so, so out we go. So there's a couple of things out here in the back of Zora Cape. I believe you can swim around the back of this here. This is just the same area as you have to come through Zora Hall. But we can activate this owl statue here, which is quite nice to have as a soaring point for here. And you have to remember the 4 stages. Because I took the 5 stages, because I talked about this a little bit when we were in Akana briefly about the stage after this, acceptance, but the stage here we're in, the 4th stage of grief, is depression. The weight of the blood of Zoran heroes, the person who's connected to the temple, losing your voice, having your children stolen. No wonder Lulu's gone completely silent, and perhaps that does sound like depression. That sad face is trying to tell you something. You can see it in her expression. Now, there's an interesting thing that I always think of at this point. We gathered her eggs. It didn't happen in this cycle, but that doesn't matter. We gathered her eggs. We learned, and the children taught us the New Wave Bossa Nova. There's only 3 days in this world before it blows up. You never will see those as adults, but they're able to pass on their song, the New Wave Bossa Nova. And this reminds me of something I heard once about miscarriages in real life. We're getting a bit deep here, but this is what Majora's Mask is for. A miscarriage, especially if it's late in pregnancy, is a really bizarre thing psychologically, because basically your body is physically ready to have a baby and is expecting there to be a baby, except it's gone. And your body just can't work out that imbalance because everything hormonally you're expecting to be a mother, but you're not. And that can cause a lot of problems both physically and psychologically. And one of the surprising ways of dealing with that is women who've miscarried or had stillbirths or something like that really struggle with it's the issue that they often have is that it feels like their pregnancy didn't happen. It was kind of invalidated, and they can struggle to kind of accept everything that happened in that way. One of the things that really is supposed to really help, if you're speaking to someone who's had that awful situation happen to them, is ask them, what was the baby called? By naming it, it can kind of help it become real and help them like kind of move past it and deal with the consequences of kind of what happened. And the important thing there is acknowledging that the baby happened and even if it didn't end particularly well and kind of trying to move on by asking what its name is. In a similar thing to that, the melody that the children, even though her children have been stolen and are still stolen at the moment, we have got the melody that the children wrote. And if we play that here for Lulu, they'll actually have to remember to play. I can never remember how to do the New Wave Bossa Nova off my head. Oh, come on. Oh. There we go.
I slept quite well. I just realized this when I opened my eyes. The passing of days is often quite quick, isn't it, Lulu? Yes, Lulu, it's nothing to be surprised at. Even when my eyes are closed in sleep, I still see everything that occurs in this ocean. It seems Lulu is confused. Regrettably, there is no time for idle conversation. Now then, proud Zora warrior. The open seas of the Great Bay have need of your might. Quickly, climb onto my back.
So fortunately, we can climb up there. Let's not ignore the weirdness of I'm no longer a proud Zoran hero, but we can climb up with the hook shot.